Hi, I'm Jessica.
Hi, I'm Christeena.
And you're watching
Game of Tomes.
Today we're going to be doing a Top 5 Wednesday video for your viewing pleasure.
Today's topic is some of your favorite minor characters.
Specifically our favorite minor characters.
Yeah, because it's our video.
One of my favorite side characters is a character named H. Spelled A-E-C-H in Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. One of my favorite books of all time.
It was really good, yeah.
And I really like who we find out who that character is.
H is like a really good person to begin with, and then when you find out more about that person, it's even better.
Yeah.
So it's I would agree for sure.
Okay.
So another side character, which is kind of debatable, but I consider her a side character.
Okay.
Is Kizzy from A Long Way to a Small and Angry Planet by Becky Chambers.
Another one of my favorite characters of all time.
Mine too. I love Kizzy, and I love her.
Me too.
I can't really say that there's one specific thing that I love about her. It's just that I love her, and she's a really dedicated friend.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. But I mean, there's so much to her that I'm just I fall in love with.
She's a mechanic.
Yeah.
She's kooky.
She's so kooky. She likes fire shrimp, which I have no idea what that is, but my favorite
I don't
chips...
think it's a real thing.
No,
yeah.
not at all.
Okay.
But my favorite chips is Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
I love
so
Flamin' Hot
I feel like
You're
fire
the same
shrimp
person?
No, she's
Yeah.
I love how kooky she is.
Me too. We have in a previous video said how Kate McKinnon in Ghostbusters would be the perfect Kizzy. And
yes.
And then someone in the comments said, "Yo, Kizzy's Asian."
I saw that.
Remember.
I didn't remember that either. Yeah, it didn't click. If I read that, I just scanned past it. But I hadn't even seen Ghostbusters super recently, but fairly recently. And that's all I could picture in my head was Kate McKinnon.
Because she captures that
that
mechanic
and kooky essence, you know, and it's just yes.
Right.
Yes.
So, it's my turn. Number 3, one of my favorite characters of all time, ever, is Inigo Montoya from The Princess Bride. Really, of course, in the book, he's fantastic, and you get to learn his backstory more.
Yeah. Yes.
Of when he was a kid.
I was really surprised at how much the book went into their backstories, and the movie does not at all.
I watched the movie growing up as a kid, and I didn't know that the book was the book until I was in high school, and I saw it in my high school library, and I was like, I need to read this. And I was pleasantly surprised how well the book went along with the movie, and also had backstories. And I just remember just being super excited about it, and there were scenes that were word for word.
Yeah.
And it just was really exciting. And Inigo is one of my favorite characters of all time. And I probably owe a big chunk of that to Mandy Patinkin, who played Inigo in the movie. And it was just such a beautiful portrayal, and it's one of the most popular all-time side characters in movies.
Yeah.
That whole plot line. And I just love it. So.
And I read this on Facebook yesterday, but I've seen it before.
Yeah.
And it was
You read it yesterday?
Yeah,
That's
somebody had
interesting.
shared it or something.
Yeah.
So, it was the fact that Mandy actually had recently lost his father to cancer right before filming that. So he said that every time he would say, "Oh, I want my father back, you bastard," or you son of a. He was imagining that he was
talking to cancer
and stuff, and that was just
that just shines a whole new light on it, and it just
it makes me want to rewatch the movie.
Me
just
too.
to see him do that again.
Scene.
Yeah.
What a fantastic actor.
Okay, so another great side character is Lee from East of Eden by John Steinbeck. And we recently buddy read this for Tom Topple with Samantha over at Leah and Slid, if you've seen our past few videos. Lee is just the voice of reason.
Yeah.
And such a supporter.
Yeah.
And an encourager.
Yeah.
And silver lining.
Yeah.
and doesn't sugarcoat things.
He takes on such a huge responsibility.
He does.
And he doesn't ever put himself first. He doesn't ask for anything in return.
Yeah.
And he raises another man's children for him because he's too depressed.
Mm-hmm.
He teaches the children to respect his father.
Yeah.
He's an Asian American. I think is his father from China? Is that where he was from?
Yeah, they would always call him a Chinaman.
Mm-hmm. He wants to teach the boys his culture and his language, and his father says no because he's like jealous of the fact that his kids are going to learn how to speak Chinese, basically.
Yeah.
And he's never resentful, and he's there for whenever anyone needs him, and he goes above and beyond.
And not just the kids and him, but like everyone that comes into that house, Lee is there. And Lee's like, here's some tea, here's some food, like, you want to talk, let's talk, and I'll tell you what you need to do and what you should do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in this time period, he's not taken seriously because, you know, he's Asian American and nobody respects that.
He goes around pretending to barely be able to speak English. And if you were to just go up to someone and say, hello, how are you doing? They would be thrown off and think he was some kind of con man or something.
Yeah. And they act like they don't understand
what
he's saying.
Like, he doesn't compute that the fact that this man who looks like he's from China
can speak
their language.
Yeah.
And he just does what he can to
make the best out of a bad situation,
I guess.
But that's not quite.
Anyway,
he's a
good character.
Yeah.
All the characters in this book are like so deep and well fleshed out, and some of the best characters I've ever read in any story.
Yeah.
Okay, so for number 5, and this is in no particular order, we did not save the best for last or anything. Bailey. We do get some chapters from his point of view.
From the Night Circus.
In the Night Circus by Aaron Morgenstern.
You don't get a ton from his point of view, though. Not a lot.
I think the lead characters are generally billed to Celie and Marco.
Yeah.
But Bailey, for me, was the most interesting.
Yeah.
And he ends up having a major role, really.
Oh, yeah.
And I love that.
I didn't expect that at
Me neither.
all.
It was so good, and his character was beautiful. He comes from a home where, I don't want to say it's broken, but he just doesn't feel like he belongs in his little town. He might have bigger things in store or something. When he goes to the circus, he falls in love with it and meets someone, and it's just like this whole destiny, magic.
Things happen that we can't say.
He's at the right place at the right time, and he's there to make things happen.
He ends up being this guy that's, let's just say, it's like, one of the quotes I really, really like out of this book is like, you don't have to be the hero, you don't have to be like some big, huge hero, basically, or like knight in shining armor. You can just be at the right place at the right time.
Like the chosen one.
Yeah, exactly. And
you don't have to be the chosen one. You could just be there and do what needs to be done.
Yeah, and like do what's best for people, and just that perfectly captures Bailey in this story. So it's perfect.
I love this. Oh.
Makes me want to reread it now.
Me too. Oh, we read it in October, and it was very fall-y.
We have a review and a discussion you should check out because we dressed up for it and everything.
Yeah, we
really
did.
Cool. That has been our
T5 Wednesday video. When you played the game of Tomes.
You read or you die.
Come be your friends. Social media links in the description below.
We hope you're reading a great book.
Bye. You say bye too.
Bye.
Okay. Because I've been feeling, you've not been saying bye.
I know.
And it makes me feel alone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's alright.
Bye.
Bye. The children, Lord have mercy. He tells the children to stop it. He teaches the children.
Okay. I really like you disciplining yourself. Stop it.